Welcome back to the Get a Grip on Lighting podcast. I usually do the person, then the ad, then nailed, but I'm going to go in the other direction. I'm going to go nailed, www.nailed.org. Check it out. This is where all the cool kids with light bulbs in warehouses hang out. But I want to go right to Satco because the people there have been so generous with their time to the industry, Greg.
They have.
I mean, when a
And
problem
speaking of,
came up with the DOE, we called Chris. He came on the show the next day.
yeah, yeah, like coolest people in the business. You said we're the cool kids. They're the coolest adults or parents of all of us. They oversee us, but those guys are awesome. And I'm telling you, like Chris, you mentioned he came on the show with all these bands and things that I'm trying to decipher. I send stuff to him or to Satco, and they break it down for me and make it clear and easy to understand, so that I can communicate to my people, and it works out. So that's what you get with Satco: his expertise, his personality, his knowledge,
Their
experience,
stock, good price,
everything. Yeah.
fast shipping. Like, it's a good company, man. Go to satco.com, check them out. And Spencer Miles, welcome back to the Get a Grip on Lighting podcast. I don't know how many it's been, but you're back again.
Not
Welcome.
clue. Thank you, sir. Glad to be back.
So I want to get right into the reason why I wanted to have you on, because you're the one guy I wanted to ask this.
Mhm.
And is it time? Like, we were just talking about Satco. Keystone's the same way. TCP Ellis. Ellis is so generous with his time. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then all the people we've interviewed, Greg, all the academics, you know what I mean? All the professors, all the PhDs, all the scientists, generous with their time. I mean, it's a tough, people don't like to come on Get a Grip on Lighting. Let's face it, Greg. It's unscripted.
Mhm.
And they know that there might be tough questions sometimes, right? That's what they know.
Yeah. It's real world, man.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah.
And, Jim Benya, Mark Lean, Randy Reed, all sorts of different people. Bill Brown, you know what I mean? All sorts of leader. And I feel like it's time for the corporate leadership, Spencer Miles, to start coming on the Get a Grip on Lighting podcast. The people that are in the publicly traded companies. I don't
Oh,
hear from them ever.
not once.
Not once.
Well,
Well, I mean, we've
so who
had
are
Why
you?
some
is that?
VPs come on. We've had some
Mm,
Yeah.
VPs come on, okay? A couple times over the
mm.
years, but not really any CEOs, Greg.
No, you're right. I mean, from the big publicly traded ones, we have not.
What do you think,
Why is
Spencer?
that?
I don't know. Why haven't they? Have you reached out to them? I think they would be a great guest for the show.
Yeah, I like what I want to know. Like, I want to know what it's like on that side of the business. Wouldn't you, Spencer? Like, what is it? What is it like? Like, what do they do? Like, you manage the stock market side of the business, or what do you actually? What is it at your job that you do it at this company or that
It's a great
company?
point. I guess we don't really get to see those guys either, even at all the organizations we go to. You've never seen the CEO of those companies either. No, you're just seeing the sales manager, national guy, regional guy. Yeah, you're right. Be a
They're not.
great get for the show.
Yeah, but they're not really getting into the depths of things, though. I think that's what it is. They don't. They're not lighting people. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
when you think about it, how many of them are lighting people? Any?
Yeah, they're
I
probably
mean,
there to run the company, right?
yeah.
Not the product and all
What
that.
does
They got other
that
people
mean?
for that. I don't know. As a small business, I couldn't tell you. I do 15 things, so no idea.
Like, I'm not saying anything. I'm neutral on this. Like, I just want to. I'm not like I'm positive on it. I just want to
Mm,
know what it's like to run one of these big operations. And what do you think of these different issues in the lighting industry?
mm.
It's not like he can say I don't know how the lighting industry works. We're not talking about how many lumens are in a light bulb, buddy. We're talking about the gears of the lighting industry. For sure, they know how that works. For sure, they would know the most.
I think it'd be a great addition, right? It would be great to hear from them and know what they're thinking, right? Does it align with where we're at? I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be a good question.
Mm,
What do you think, Greg?
I think. I think it's just they don't see the benefit of it. I don't see what they don't know what's in it for them. I mean, I do. From our standpoint, is like, hey, you want your company to be as good as you claim to be or want to be, with your publicly traded company that you don't really get into lighting. If you want to get into lighting, get a grip and talk to us about it. You can say that. You can say, I don't know lighting, but I do know that this is how a business runs and this is how distribution is or whatever the arm is that they got to go to. I think It'd be awesome, but I think they're scared to some degree because they don't see the benefit.
What's your take on that, Spencer?
Well, what are they scared of? Are they scared of their shareholders? Or are they scared of other people in their company? What are they scared of?
That's
I would say
exactly
probably that. Yeah.
what. No, come on. Come on. I don't buy it. If these guys are doing this, they're taking hot calls from shareholders all the time, buddy. They know how to handle themselves. They're not scared of Michael Colligan. Give me a break.
Well, to be able to answer lighting knowledge questions, like they don't have that background.
No, we
Like
don't. Half
that's
the
what
time, we don't even talk about lighting knowledge.
I know. We would straighten it out and say we're not even going to get into weird lighting stuff.
I'm not going to
Keep it
ask him how to retrofit a high bay. That's my expertise.
You should though,
Yeah.
just for fun, so we get the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
See
a high
what they
bay?
say.
Yeah. I don't think scared. I think that's. I don't agree with that. I don't think they're scared.
Well, what do
I
you
just
think then?
I just don't think they've been formally invited.
Well, formally invite them. Let's go.
You know, I don't know if I want to call anyone out by name. Like, I think that's a little bit pushy. You know what I'm saying? But I think that you know who you are. You know, you know, there's one over in Netherlands, right? There's one there, right? There's a couple in the United States. There'll be 3, 4 guys, 5 guys we're talking about here. You know who you are, right? This is a gentleman's, you know, kind of throwing down. Let's have a conversation as gentlemen. You know what I mean? And we'll talk about the lighting industry. There's nothing up. They're not scared. I don't buy that. Question is, Greg says that what's in it for them? Service to the industry, Spencer? That might be in it for them. Service to the industry.
Yeah.
Do they care about that?
Yeah, well, I would think they would, right? Because they're in that industry. If they're out there, they're in front of people. It's a relationship. So
You would think
can
they
help
would,
sell.
but what happened to Light Fair? I'll just straight out say it. What happened? They all backed off. Why aren't they in the IES? I mean, they are, but why aren't they active? Why aren't we seeing them at the forefront? Why aren't they taking a leadership position? Why are they sitting back?
Listen, in the old days, everybody knew Paul Hafner was Phillips. Everybody knew Phillips backed him or Phillips paid him. He was getting paid by Phillips, whether it was an invoice or it was on the payroll. I don't know. Everybody knew that he was Phillips. And he would come to the NAILD convention. He would tell everybody what was up.
Very
No?
true. Yeah, absolutely. That's how you knew that was he was our conduit to that, I guess, right?
Yeah, this is what you need to be thinking about, guys. This is what you need to be educating your people on. This is what, this is what a good lighting distributor is doing in the field and for his customers and this kind of stuff. And you knew that was an ambassador from Phillips. NAILD was also one of his clients, but he was really a Phillips guy, right? You ever meet an Acuity guy teaching you something? Or a Cooper? Or, a Signify? Going around, I mean, maybe they do it.
I think they do. I know they do.
So then why would they be afraid?
Right.
They do somewhere. They have to be doing it somewhere.
Yeah.
Look, I've never heard from them. And that's not to say that I'm, the big dog in town. Maybe they do a great job somewhere else. But the reality is that I think from our perspective, and I'm not viewing this with any negativity, but from our perspective, there's no communication from that part of the industry to us. And I think we could do it. I think it would be great. I think it would be really good for the industry for us to have a conversation with the big CEOs. Am I crazy?
No, I think that it would be good to get their insight because in my mind, they're thinking 5 to 10 years ahead, right? They're looking out way ahead. And for us in small businesses, what are we looking? 1 to 5 years. So it'd be good to hear that. Hey, here's where the industry we think is going. Here's where we're investing. Those type of issues that could bring to our forefront and be like, oh, that's a good idea.
Or maybe they're in a quarter-to-quarter dogfight in the boardroom.
maybe that's all it is. Yeah, who knows?
You know what I mean? You're talking about really, really. I'm sure they wouldn't tell those stories, but listen. I imagine that job has a lot of pressure in it, man. And it's a different kind of pressure. And I want to know what it's like. I want to talk to them about it and see if there's some things that we can agree on. For sure, they know how the lighting business works, and that's what we're interested in, Greg. No?
Yeah. So you're calling out right now. You're asking for it.
I'm not calling anyone out. I'm not calling anyone out. No. Oh, look at this guy. He's like the Joe Rogan of lighting. He wants to have a fight with everybody.
Not fight. No, I just want him on. I agree.
Just
There's
want to
no
talk to him. Just
fighting.
want to hear him.
Just
No,
talk it out.
I
Everybody
thought
gets
I
along.
was the bellicose one, Greg.
Well, some things get me going a little when it comes to leadership and lighting because I just feel like it's void. It does bother me.
And
So
you think
pick it
these
up.
companies should be providing that?
They should. They used to. Why not anymore? Why'd you stop?
That's a good note to talk to a company that has lots of communication lines open with us and very generous. And that's satco.com. And you go to satco.com, and they're longtime proud members of the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors. Satco loves Nailed. We love Satco. So go to satco.com. Of course, I just mentioned them, the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors. That's naild.org. You can check it out there. If you want to be a member of this association, you contact us there. If you have light bulbs in a warehouse, check it out. Yeah, naild.org, Greg.
Got to do it. It's where the cool guys are, right? Spencer knows.
Spencer Miles.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming on.